Hello, back with a new video, and I know it's been a while since my last video. I actually posted a new one, Lucy the Sky with Diamonds, recently, but that was actually from a couple months ago probably. But so this is my first new video in a while. I've been busy practicing classical guitar for a while for college, so I'm going to kind of talk about some techniques that you can use for classical or anything really. It's good to apply it to anything, any instrument that you even use. So the first technique I want to go over is a really good warm-up I came up with, because if you play classical or even just fingerstyle in general, you'll notice that on this hand, the one that goes on the fretboard, not plural, you got 4 fingers playing unless you use your thumb for some reason, which occasionally might happen in a song or something, but for the most part you're just using these 4. And if you play fingerstyle, you might sometimes use your pinky, but for the most part you're just going to be using these 4 right here. So I figured 4 and 4 I could make something out of this, a good warm-up. So what it is you kind of pair up each of the fingers. You got your first finger here, index, and 2 is the middle finger, 3 is ring, 4 is the pinky. And then here your first finger is going to be thumb, 2 is index, 3 is middle, and 4 is ring. So you take each of your first fingers, thumb and index, and you play on the first fret, and then you use your number 2 fingers, which is middle finger and index on this hand, and then you go to the 3, which is your ring finger, and over here your middle finger. Then you use your 4, which is pinky and your ring finger on this hand. So you do that just like that, and then you go to the next string. And you go along just like that. And once you get to the end right there, you can slide up. So if you're in first position here, which means that you're up here at the first fret with your first finger, you slide that down along with everything else. So now your first finger should be 2nd fret, and your pinky here should be on the 5th fret. So then you can play in reverse, and you got your pinky and you got your ring finger again, and my camera is beeping, so I'm going to plug it in. Okay, camera just went crazy, started beeping, and then died. Now it's plugged in, and I'm ready to get back to what I was saying. So like I was saying, then you slide up here to the 2nd position. So you're going to start with your pinky on the 5th fret along with your ring finger, and you just go backwards of what you just did before. And then you slide up. And you just keep going like that. That's a good warm-up because it helps get all your fingers going and playing. So and it helps also kind of stretch it out a little more, especially up on these frets up here. So you're really stretching them out there. And then you're also getting these fingers warmed up because they're playing each string, each finger's moving, and then you're moving them around. So I like to do that. And you can do that to a metronome. Start out really slow, and then start building up, go a little fast, and then go a little faster. second thing I want to talk about in this video are scales, because they are so important. First of all, this is the Segovia scales, diatonic major and minor scales by Segovia. Segovia scales is what most people will call it. It's very good. It does use like sheet music kind of stuff, like notation, not just tab. So if you don't know that, this isn't the best place to start to learn, because it's kind of complex and just crazy. But it is very good because instead of just your basic scales walking up and down the neck, it gets really just all over the place on different strings, up and down, all the way up to like the highest frets, all the way down to the lowest frets. So it really is a good thing to look at. So if you're looking for something new to do, and you're just like, man, I'm just looking for something new to do right now, other than just playing songs, check this out. But if you don't already read notation, get like a beginner's book, or just look up online and start practicing with something like that, and then try to do something like this, because this is really complex and it's gonna probably be annoying at first. And then other than that, these are the modes. I don't know if you guys may have heard of these or not. Basically, they're scales, but for some reason they are called modes. You have the Ionian, which is the major scale, and then Aeolian down here, which is same as minor. And then you have all these other ones. And honestly, it's kind of complex to try to explain right now what each does, but I'll try. Basically, they're all the same notes, like all the same idea, but they just start in a different place, which sounds really dumb right now, but I'm going to try to explain. Like C major is the same thing as A minor. They all use the same notes, but they just start in a different spot, which is the same thing for all these. C Ionian or C major is the same as D in Dorian, or E in Phrygian, or F in Lydian, or G in Mixolydian, A in Aeolian or A minor, or in B in Locrian or Locrian, however you say that one. But these I don't know how I'm going to put them in the video yet, if I can like make a picture file out of this from the slideshow and post it up or what, because it's just going to be too hard to try to like tab out, because it's not tabs, it's like position scales kind of stuff. What I mean by that is that it's not like some scales you do like, it's not like that, it's like and you can do that anywhere. You can, you know, some of you might play like pentatonic scales, it's like that. So I'm going to see how I can try to get that online for you guys, because it's not on there. I made that myself. But that's really all I have for this video. So once again, this, then try to get in line. This, check this out if you know how to read notation. If not, check out reading notation. I know some of you guys probably think it's dumb, but it's not. It's important, and it's a good thing to know. And also that warm-up thing, I'll post that on there, try to explain it in case you guys didn't get that. Alright, hopefully I'll have another video up in less than a couple months this time. Alright, just wanted to mention some other things I thought of. So, about the Segovia scales, I'm going to post links of where you can find this, probably on like Amazon or something like that. And also for people that don't know like sheet music or notation, whatever you want to call it, I know 2 good beginner books. I'll post links to those. And that's all.